We have all heard the phrase AI learns from its mistake. It sounds simple, almost like a human. A machine makes an error, reflect on it and improve it, like a student solving math problems or a chess player adapting strategies. But here is the catch. We want to know the truth. Does AI actually learn like we do? Does it understand the mistakes? Or is something very different happening behind the scenes? Hello guys, today we will learn how AI learns from its mistake. When you peek under the hood, you will see that AI doesn't really feel the mistakes. It doesn't really regret them. Instead, mistakes become numbers, cold, precise mathematical signals that shift from the human intuitions to mathematics where the real story happens. At the heart of every AI is the loss function. This is the mathematical definition of the mistake. For regression is often minuscule error. For classification, cross-entropy loss. For reinforcement learning, however, it's not labels at all, but a drop in reward. Every wrong answer, every poor action becomes a number. A higher number, for example, means the higher mistake. Once mistakes are quantified, the question becomes how do we fix them? This is where the famous gradient descent comes into the place. It is like hiking in a mountain, but the weather is foggy at the same time. The gradient points downhill, and the learning rate controls your step size. Step by step, AI reduces the error, not by reflecting, but by relentlessly following the slope. Deep network complicate things. For example, how do we know which weight was the responsible for the error? Backpropagation traces the error backward, layer by layer, assigning responsibility to each weight. That way, billions of parameters can adjust in harmony. But in some cases, a model can memorize the training data perfectly, but it fails in new examples. This is called overfitting. To counter this issue, there are some techniques that you can use. For example, regularization using L1 or L2 penalties, dropouts, or even early stopping to keep AI from following the noise. The result will be fewer mistakes in the real world. The more that you generalize the training data and validate your model based on the validation data and test data, the less likely that your model will be overfitted. Modern AI goes further. Curriculum learning, meta learning, reinforcement learning using the feedback from human, or self-correction loops. These mechanisms let AI refine itself, which is a bit similar to how humans help each other to improve. But here is the limitation. AI only learns from the mistake that we define. If the loss function that you define doesn't match the goal, the AI might optimize perfectly, but it will fail us. For example, in reinforcement learning, the way that you define rewards and punishment needs to be optimized to make sure that the AI will finish the task or reach the goal the way that you expected. So when you hear the term that AI learns from its mistakes, remember it's not a regret or it's not a reflection. It is numbers, gradients, and parameter updates. Yet, repeat that for billions of times, and you get the machines that can see, translate, and even talk to us. AI doesn't learn like us, and maybe that's why in some tasks it is powerful. If you liked such videos, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to add the comments to share what you think about AI learning from its mistakes and how you feel when you interact with AI like ChatGPT. Until the next video, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bye.